Dear students, welcome to this lecture in which I am going to talk about diphthongs. You remember last time I talked about pure vowels, or what we call monophthongs. By monophthongs I mean a sound which consists of only one sound. There is only one sound. You start with one sound and you end with the same sound. We call them monophthongs, or we call them pure vowels. Now I gave them to you, and they are 12 pure sounds. Today we are going to deal with the remaining 8 sounds, because as I told you before that there are 20 sounds in English. Now these 8 sounds are different from the first 12 sounds. They are different in the sense that they are not like pure vowels, which consist of only one singular sound. No, here these sounds, which are called, they consist of 2 vowel sounds. The sound, or a diphthong, start with a vowel sound and end with a different vowel sound. That's why it is called diphthongs. So di means one, di means 2, whereas monophthong is 1. So here, as I have written to you, there are 8 diphthongs in English. 8. And 12 pure vowels. They will be 20 vowel sounds in English. Now these, in order to simplify the process of explaining these diphthongs, or also called they are also called glides. Glides, glides, because you start with one vowel and then you move or glide to another vowel, right? They are classified, diphthongs, which are 8. They are classified into 3 main groups, or into 3 groups. They are classified into 3 groups. What is the basis on which they are grouped into 3 groups? The basis is the vowel sound with which they end, as you can see here. These 3 groups on the basis, classified on the basis of the vowel sound with which they end. So as you can see here, group 1, group 2, group 3. Now group 1 consists of 3. Here it has a 3 diphthong. Here, this group has also 3. This group, the third one, has 2. So 3 plus 3 plus 2, it becomes, they will be 8. So 8 plus 12, they will be 20 vowel sound. Now, this group, group 1, they are classified, they are together, these 3 sounds are together, put together. Why are they put together? Because they end with the same vowel sound. They end in schwa, or with a schwa. So this is e, u, e, e. So they're almost end with the same vowel sound, schwa. That's why we put them in one group. The second group ends, it ends with this vowel sound, which is e. O, a, e. Right. So, see, this ends in or with schwa. This ends in what? In e. This is group 2. Now, group 3 has only 2 diphthongs. They end in u. This is u, a, u. Right. Now, after I have given you these 3 groups of vowel diphthongs, which are classified into 3 groups depending on the vowel sound with which they end. Now let's go to examples. I have given you examples on each one. Now, the first one, the first group, which end with the vowel sound schwa, you find it. This vowel sound is pronounced as ear, 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 as in here, as in here, as in dear, as in idea, as in near. Okay, so I repeat myself. This vowel sound is pronounced as ear, as in here, here, ear, dear, ear, idea, ear, near, ear. Okay, so this vowel sound is ear. In order to remember this sound, I suggest that you memorize, you remember a word through which you remember what this vowel sound. So, for example, take the word dear, dear. When you remember the word dear, you remember the sound and the words that you can also guess that they have the same vowel sound. Right. So here, let us say that the word that reminds you with this sound is the word dear, 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 idea, here, near, etc., etc. The second vowel sound, which also ends in the schwa, this is pronounced as ua, 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 as in sure, 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 tour, tour. And this is poor, this is poor, poor, this is cure, cure. So this is ua, ua, as in sure, sure, tour, tour, poor, poor, and the word cure, cure. Right. So the word I prefer you remember in order to remember the sound is the word, for example, sure. It's very easy to remember, and remembering this word, which has this vowel sound ua, will help you to remember the way this sound is pronounced. So I want you to think of more words having this sound depending on the word sure. The last vowel sound, which has this, which end in the schwa, is pronounced as as in her, sh, b, were. Again, I repeat myself. This is as in her, as in sh, as in b, as in were. Now, remember, this is a short vowel. I'd like to, I don't want you to mix between this vowel sound, which there is another sound, pure sound, which is like this sound, but it's a longer one, as in bird, as in shirt. This is short one. This is her, sh, b, were. So please keep this in mind. Maybe I'll go back to this. Maybe I'll give you I'll practice this to you. Right. Now, after we have finished this first group with the examples, as you can see, I prefer that you remember the word, for example, were. This is easy to remember, and remembering this word will help you to remember how this sound is pronounced. I leave this group because I have finished. Maybe I hope they are clear. Then I move to the second group, group 2. This is group 1, this is group 2. Here, these vowel sound, or the diphthong, they end in the same vowel sound. This vowel sound is pronounced as a, as in day, as in day, as in bay, as in lady, as in a tray. See, these words, end in ay, ay. uh, dy, ay. See the letter y, sorry, at the end of each word. Day. The word you remember, day. If you remember the word day, I think you can remember what this vowel sound. Right. Now this vowel sound, if you want to remember this vowel sound, you remember the first letter in the English alphabet, and that is the letter A. We say A, B, C. This is A, A. The letter A is also, you find the letter A also reminds you the first letter in the English alphabet, that is A. A, we say A, B. This vowel sound is found also in the pronunciation of the letter A, the first letter in the English alphabet. Right. So the word that you remember is the letter A. Yeah. It reminds me. It reminds you with this sound. Now the second vowel sound, which is like this sound because it ends in the same vowel sound. This is you find it in boy. It is pronounced as oi, as in boy, toy, boy, toy, boil, boil, oil, oil. See, oi, oy, oy, oil. Here in the first one, it is ay, ay also. Here, oy, right? Oil, boil, oil, right? So this is A, as in the letter A. This is boy. I think if you remember the word, when you remember the word boy, you remember what this vowel sound. Right. The third vowel sound that is similar to the first two vowel sound, because it also ends in e. You find it in the word tie, why, lie, and fly. Tie, why, fly, why. It is pronounced why, lie, fly. Right. So I repeat myself here. This is A, as in day, bay, lady, tray. This is oi, as in boy, as in toy, as in boil, as in oil. This is I, as in tie, why, lie, and fly. The third group consists of only two. So we have a 3 plus a 3, 6. Here we have 2. These vowel sounds, this group has 2 vowel sound diphthongs. These diphthongs end in oo. As this is pronounced as o, you find it in the word go, in the word no, you find it in the word show, and you find it in the word what? So. Okay, right. So I repeat myself. I repeat pronouncing this word, or this sound, sorry. You find it in words like go, no, show, and so. The word I prefer, you remember, through which you remember this sound, is the word no. You remember the word no, you remember what? This sound. So I prefer that with each vowel sound that I have covered so far, you remember a word, you keep a word in your mind, and through that word you remember what the vowel sound when you forget how to pronounce it. Right. The last one in this group that ends in oo, is this vowel sound, which is similar. This, they end in oo. This vowel sound is pronounced as ow, as in cow, now, allow, how. Cow, O-W. Now, O-W. Allow, O-W. How, O-W. Right? Now these, I think these 2 letters, O-W, 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 and O-W as in now, they remind you, they show you that this vowel sound, which is ow, is found what? In these words. Right. I don't want to prolong this recording to you. I just want you to make more practice. And if you can go back to the video, because it's going to be it's going to be available. So that's why I prefer you to go back to it to remember how to pronounce these 8 diphthongs. I also suggest that you make a practice. You go to the dictionary or the words, you have it in your mind similar to this vowel sound, this one. You know, you have vocabularies. Now, can you think of vocabularies like other than these words? Here, dear, idea, near. What other words you remember you have in your mind that also have this vowel sound? Similarly, ua as in sure, tua, pua, cure. This vowel sound as in her, as in share, as in bear, as in where. See, I'm repeating myself. Here, also, what words do you have in your mind? What words can you remember which have these vowel sound? This is A, as in day, or the first letter A, day, bay, lady, tray. See, this vowel sound is, I'm repeating myself, boy, toy, boil, oil. This one is I, as in tie, y, lie, fly. The last 3, I'm repeating. The last 2 vowel sound. This is o. This is ow. This is o. This is ow. Here we say the word that reminds you with this sound is the word no, as go, no, show, so. What about this one? The word that reminds you with this vowel sound is the word cow. Remember the word cow? You remember this vowel sound. Cow, now, allow, how. By now, I feel I have explained them. I don't want to say that they are very, very clear. No, not saying this, but I want you to do practice, practice this. The more you practice, the more you master these sound. Later on, I'll show you how to transcribe in the coming recording. I'll show you a transcription in which I transcribe these words. The same words, I will do the transcription down each one. Okay, thank you very much. I stop here, I give you a rest, and then we resume later on. Bye-bye.